Steven Crowder is a bad MRA, and I want to call him out for his racist videos on black farmers because this is the kind of thing that makes the men's rights movement look bad and make anyone who wants to make any kind of conservative point look bad. And this is why so many people have negative associations with MRAs or someone who calls themselves conservative as, oh, they must be a racist or they must be a fascist. It's because of people like Steven Crowder. It's this. And he did like a racist voice, like he tried doing like a black voice, whatever that means. And this picture here, this is just racist. This is just offensive. And you can make a point about whether you think it makes sense to have a stimulus package be based on race. But when you do the voice and you do this picture and you did like the fake ebonics, in a mocking way, that's when it becomes racist. Stuff like this hurts us. It makes us look bad. And MRAs like Steven Crowder make us look bad. And me calling him an MRA is almost kind of a clickbait because he's not really. He's someone who talks about politics, and he mostly talks about Democratic versus Republican type of politics. And occasionally that will intersect with progressive policy, or sometimes he'll criticize radical feminists. So when he says things like that, then yeah, there'll be moments where he agrees with MRAs. Like if he's talking about some crazy things some radical feminist said somewhere. But that doesn't really make him an MRA because he doesn't really talk about men's issues most of the time on his channel. And frankly, I wouldn't want him to be considered an MRA because doing racist videos like he just did, doing that kind of stuff makes us all look bad. And this is why men's rights activists or anyone on the right, anyone who's conservative, has a negative image in a lot of people's minds as racist or sexist or fascist because of people like Steven Crowder doing this. And I did a video 2 videos ago, which I've linked below, on this very story about Joe Biden's farmer stimulus bill. And I made the same points about how I don't think it's fair to have a racial law. I don't think that race should be a factor in getting COVID relief. I understand the argument is that black farmers were discriminated against in the past, but the point I made, if you want to watch the video again, is that if your family is starving now and you're going bankrupt now, then it really doesn't make sense to say, well, 25 years ago, these other people were discriminated against, so now you get to just sit there and starve. I don't think that makes any sense, and I don't think that's right. But that's not what Steven did. He may have kind of made that point, but when he made that stupid voice and that stupid picture, that's when it becomes racist. And there's no point to it at all. It doesn't help the conversation. It doesn't make any good point. At that point, yeah, it is just racist. And when I first saw the headline about Steven Crowder being criticized for making a racist video about the farm stimulus, I was thinking, yeah, bullshit. Because people call me racist or sexist or fascist all the time. But then when I watched it, I was like, oh, no, that was actually racist. And it makes all of us look bad. And us, again, I don't even really want to call him us because he's not really an MRA. Just because every once in a while he'll make a video that covers a men's topic or is pointing out how a radical feminist said or did something wrong, that does not make him an MRA. And I don't like to have people who are way to the right or way to the left coming across as MRAs, even though we are open to anyone on the political spectrum. We have right-wing Republicans, left-wing Democrats, socialists, capitalists. The men's rights movement is not a left or right-wing movement, but if it's too extreme, then that's too extreme, and I think that's never a good thing. So I'm mad at Steven Crowder for that video because it makes us look bad, as well as just being racist and offensive in its own right. So I put the link to his video down below just for context so you know what I'm talking about. And then I put a link to my video on my reaction to Joe Biden's stimulus package so you can kind of see what I mean. I think that my views on it were fair, whether you agree or disagree. But you see how I don't think that what I was saying was being offensive or being racist. But I do think the way Steven said it was racist and being offensive. And that's a problem. So anyway, I do apologize. I know the quality on the last few videos has not been good. I'm getting a new laptop soon. But for now, I got this weird setup. So anyway, thanks for watching.